Hello there, and I want to talk about the 28 to 75 lens that I bought back about 4 months ago in April. I want to talk about how much I like the lens, what did I do to see how the lens performs, and whether I think this is a Tamron or not. So let's get started with the intro. The 28 to 75. I really like this lens. It's a very good lens. I've gotten great, awesome photographs with it. I've done a couple of photo shoots. The people were extremely happy. Shot some events with it. Extremely happy. I was extremely happy with them. It's fast. It focuses fast. It focuses accurately. There's some reviews saying that it's a little soft in the corners, wide open. But since I shoot mostly people and parties, and I'm not really focusing on stuff in the corners. Other than that, I did a test with it with a spider lens cowl and this cheap ring light that I got that has slits in it so the light from the ring light can come out the back as well as it goes out the front. And I don't think it was intentionally like that, but that's how it is. But when I took those photos and I zoom into the area where the light's coming out the back of the ring light and the casing of the ring light is black, it's a high contrast situation, no chromatic aberration. If it has any, I haven't seen it yet, and it's well under control, just like the rest of the Z-line series of lenses. It's light, easy to carry. I mean, it's a great lens. I would recommend it. Now, it's not going to be as good as the 24 to 70 2.8 S lens, but I'll get to some S lens facts in a minute. Now, do I think this is a Tamron? Because that's the thing, is people saying AKA Tamron, oh, it's a rebrand. I don't believe so, because usually rebrands are the exact same product, just changing the name on it. If I change this name to anything else, that would be a rebrand. I worked places where they were rebranded stuff, so I've seen a lot of rebrands. Another thing that convinces me is not a rebrand is because this 40 millimeter f2 material, composite material, is exactly the same. I mean, it's exactly the same. So I don't think that Nikon is sending them their parts. Another thing about the design that's convincing me that it's not just a rebrand is this control ring right here. Now, it's on the 17 to 28, which people are saying is a rebranded Tamron, and the 70 to 180, which is similar to something Tamron had. And that has the same ring, control ring. But this control ring is also on the 100 to 400 f4.5 to 5.6. Has the very, very similar control ring. The design, the feel, the texture of it is the same. So is it for the 24 to 120, the 18 to 140, the 12 to 28, and the 85 1.2 have this control ring. And I find that to be interesting information, considering that the 100 to 400 is an S lens, the 24 to 120 is an S lens, and the 85 1.2 is an S lens. They have this control ring. So either Tamron would have to gear up and retool stuff to make this control ring that Nikon uses on those lenses and the same material that Nikon is using that matches other lenses of theirs, or Nikon shipping the housing to them with all the electronics in it, their firmware in it, and then Tamron puts the lenses in. I think it's more or less that Tamron is shipping the lenses to Nikon because they're using the same lens formula. But Nikon could be cutting the glass themselves. Obviously, they are licensing the lens formula from Tamron. Doesn't necessarily mean Tamron actually made the lens just because they licensed the lens formula to Nikon. And that's why they match so much, especially for this affordable Trinity. No, I'm not convinced that it's made, that it's a Tamron in Nikon clothing. They have, I believe they have some kind of deal going on where either they license the lens formula, cut their own glass, or they license the lens formula and have Tamron cut the glass and they just put it in their stuff because they have their own coatings. Nikon's putting their own coatings on this lens, so they're not going to send their coating formula to Tamron, even though they're letting Tamron mix their own branded Tamron lenses with Nikon mounts on it. I think I would go along with they licensed the lens formula. But this says Nikon on it, and to me, this is a Nikon. You know, your opinions may vary. You know, you could put it down in the description below. But until Tamron or Nikon admits to it, it's going to be a Nikon for me. Now, the next review is going to be on the 17 to 28, which you're looking at right now. And I hope that you have a beautiful day. Blessings, fortune, stay safe. See ya. Shot one, take two. Hello, how you doing? And no.